pocket full of bullies. Insane teachers. No school lunches. Ned Bigby, that's me. And my two best friends try to do the impossible. Create a guide that will help you survive school.
Busted! 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 Tip busted!
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether the nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on the great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those here gave their lives, that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate. We cannot hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they fought here, have thus so far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they have gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that the dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have new birth for freedom, and that government of people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft-eared with their bodies, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, grievous fault. It grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambitious should be made of sterner stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see the Lupercal. I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. And what withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Okay. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness, and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel, and it's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that humans never change. Open your eyes, and let's begin. Yes, it's really me. It's Maui. Breathe it in. I know it's a lot. The hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod. Hey. What has two thumbs and pulled up the sky? When you were waddling yay high. This guy. When the nights got cold, who stole you fire from down below? You're looking at him. Yo. Oh, I also lassoed the sun. You're welcome. To stretch your days and bring you fun. Also, I harnessed the breeze. You're welcome. To fill your sails and shake your tree. Well, come to think of it, honestly, I can go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui. Just messing around. I killed an eel and buried its guts, sprouted a tree. Now you've got coconuts. What's the lesson? What's the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on the breakaway. And a tapestry here in my skin is a map of the victories I win. Look where I've been. I make everything happen. Look at that mean mini Maui just tippity-tapping. Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome. For the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, you're welcome. Well, come to think of it, I gotta go. Hey, it's your day to say you're welcome. 'Cause I'm gonna need that boat. I'm sailing away. You're welcome. 'Cause Maui can do everything but float. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tip Busters, a podcast dedicated to analyzing the legitimacy and practicality of the tips provided in Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I'm your head buster, Bobby Hughes.
I'm your co-buster, Joey McGillis.
Boy Buster, Jake Gerard.
So folks, if you're wondering what the fuck just happened, we were having a discussion this morning about who the better authentic speaker was. So each of us prepared a little speech. So we're gonna have a Twitter poll, and
Jake won. There's no poll
there's
needed.
no poll needed.
I can't believe you went through that without because the reason you laughed was because we laughed. I swear to God,
I wasn't gonna laugh.
You got
Bobby put his head in the blanket, and that's why I
I
laughed.
so wished, we just left the room and Jake just delivered.
Did that authentically, yeah. But we'll put a poll up on Twitter.
Yeah, sure.
Bobby gave Mark Antony's address.
I
after
gave
the assassination of Caesar.
Yes.
Right.
Joey gave the Gettysburg Address.
Right.
And Jake gave "You're Welcome" by Maui from Moana. So, let us know who you thought did the best. Boys,
I'm voting for Jake.
but it's fine. Also, I didn't get to rub it in enough, but I had the best Carlitos according to Twitter, so fuck you guys.
Well,
You lost this one.
that was a losing fight, Bob. No one won that.
He KO'd us.
Okay, well, do we want to get into some Ned's Declassified?
Yes, for the love of God.
Alright, so fitting episode today.
Is it speeches? Could you imagine?
So it's dismissal and school plays.
I'm guessing this is going to be a combined episode.
Yeah,
well.
dismissal doesn't have a ton, so we can definitely do.
How much is in school plays?
School plays has 9. But dismissal only has 3.
We can combine.
We can make it.
Yeah,
work.
fuck it.
That was a quick opening.
Yeah.
It was one of the most fun openings for me. I don't know about you guys.
So I have a quick story to
Stop
tell about.
preparing shitty speeches. Go on.
Before we start, I'd like to say that I did speech and debate in high school,
And you lost to Jake
and
Gerard.
Jake just waxed the floor with me. So thanks, Mrs. for adequately preparing me to give speeches in life.
It was giving that speech. In the middle of it, I remembered I can't read.
I was reading the address along with you,
Yeah.
and you read it a lot better than I would have.
It has weird wording.
It's
to it.
one of those
all
you have to
old.
read, you have to prepare
You have to prepare
beforehand,
for it.
and I don't think we prepare nearly enough for this podcast.
But man, nothing beats you delivering. What can I say except you're welcome?
It was impressive. All right. So funny story about school plays. One time, so Joey and I were talking about like acting and all this stuff, and I was like, I think like I would want to do acting at some point,
Yeah.
like just for a fun little thing.
Yeah.
And Joey goes, "You should audition if you ever see Rocky Horror Picture Show and audition for it. You should go
Yeah.
audition." And I said, "Perfect. I'll get my giant plant costume ready and go."
Bobby
and go
was-
audition.
Bobby was thinking of the Little Shop of Horrors.
So it's a running joke that we have that I will just walk into an audition wearing a giant plant costume for Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Seymour, feed me. Feed me, Seymour.
So if you know of Little Shop of Horrors, that is putting it on somewhere, let me know because I would be the best
Do you
plant.
know any local theaters?
It doesn't even have to be local. I will travel for that role. That role or the main guy from Music Man.
Yeah.
Because Music Man's objectively the best musical. Don't at me.
I'm trying to think. What's your favorite musical?
Sound of Music.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
movie.
It can't be.
Oh, okay.
I
My
do
favorite musical?
Because I want to say mine's Little Shop of Horrors.
Mine's definitely Music Man. If
I think the one I enjoyed the most was Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did Lil.
I liked Hamilton.
I never saw.
I never
it.
saw Hamilton.
It was pretty good.
I saw the West Side Story that
Oh, right.
if I'm
Yeah.
good. That was good. But
Close second to the Music Man though is definitely Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Also, Mary Poppins is a classic.
Right.
is that
Was
the Umbrella
a-
Bitch?
Is that a
That's
musical?
a musical.
Wow. I'm thinking of just
Is that the Umbrella
bitch? Yeah, that's
Okay.
I was just thinking of on theater first.
Is E.T. a musical?
We could make it one.
If you guys
I
would
think
pay
that-
to get tickets to E.T. the musical,
I think Back to the Future is getting a musical.
That's
a disaster.
My favorite musical is Spider-Man.
My favorite musical is Die Hard 4.
No, I'm a big fan of the theatrical arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chase and I used to go to like a ton of them.
Yeah,
Like
they're
every time they
fun.
would be in there. Yeah, they're
I
fun.
remember seeing the Addams Family one.
Yeah. And the people that perform are really talented.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm pro play.
Big pro play guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get the dismissal ones out of the way first.
All right.
Tip 122: make a pit stop before the big ride home.
Excuse me? What? Wait, is he saying go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Or like
But he's
stop by
being
your
really,
locker?
he's being really weird about it.
He usually
I just
is.
take a piss. And honestly,
Pee when you need to is the
I'm
tip.
gonna
the real tip,
bust
right?
this tip because
Okay, fair enough.
listen, you guys will experience it, or you have experienced it in high school or middle school, whatever it may be. Your last period of the day is filled with frequent bathroom trips. At least it was for me, because I was just waiting to get home, and I
Okay,
didn't want to be in
I got
class.
you.
If you can go during seventh period, just don't even fucking stress it. You miss class time, which is good.
That was more me in like high school,
Mm-hmm.
like towards the end of high school.
Yeah, because
Is he talking about going to the bathroom or stopping by his locker?
I have to imagine, because it doesn't a pit stop at your locker, like the big ride home.
it would have to be the bathroom. Taking a shit.
Thanks, Jake.
I want to know how it is in the episode, because if he's looking at the camera, he's like, take a shit before you go on the bus, or else bad things will happen.
He's got like sweat dripping down his face when he says it.
His tip is like, I gotta take a wicked piss.
I mean, I think
I
it's
don't know. I'm gonna bust it as well.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
busted.
Tip busted.
You're gonna stop by your locker then, like, if you need to. And same with the bathroom, if you need to.
Tip 485.3. Use dismissal as a de-stress and wind down time.
What is that?
I disagree completely because I feel like dismissal
It's like, get the fuck
it's
out.
one of the most stressful times of the day because like if you miss your bus,
It's especially in middle school.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude, and because bus changes
Buses-
happen all the time, but the thing is, everyone's so loud you can't even hear shit. So there were so many times that I missed my bus because bus 2
Right.
became bus 11, and no one fucking heard it.
Okay, that and so Bobby and I, this was like repeatedly, we had a bus that just wouldn't show up until like 15 minutes after dismissal.
So yeah, you're running around trying to find it because
It's not even there.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I think once you get on the bus, that can be your de-stress time.
Yeah.
But yeah, dismissal is get the fuck out as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Also, you don't want to be
God,
you don't want to lollygag and be in school longer than you have to
Man,
be.
taking the bus sucked.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, I'm fine with busting this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm down.
Tip busted.
Dismissal's not looking like a great episode, I'll be honest.
Tip
I
309.
kind of want to watch it though. Everyone's freaking out about leaving and Ned's in the bathroom. Cookie had to give the tips because Ned's in the pisser.
Or I like to think it's just the bathroom door and you can't hear anything, but the tip just shows up at the bottom. I like to think in these episodes, wherever Ned is, even if he's not on camera, whenever he says one, it just automatically shows up on the bottom.
even if he's thinking about it, he looks at the camera, it just appears.
Sitting in the stall like in Zombieland.
And it's like he can't control it either. If like just a tip, so it could be
No,
like
I don't think that.
it could be like, "Hey, fuck your math teacher," and that'll show up, and he's like, "No."
It's like Jessica has a fat ass. And he's like, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
Don't put that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Jessica has a fat ass.
Yeah. Okay. Tip 309: have a dismissal checklist.
No.
Again, get the fuck out.
Maybe like for the first day if you're like nervous. But like
I mean,
every day?
No, dude, your
Like a
planning
mental-
stops at the end of 7th period. Like, you don't plan to get on the bus.
You throw out all order.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay, go ahead, Bob.
I will say, I never did this, but I know people that did. If you had like a crush on someone, dismissal was the perfect time to go talk.
Oh yeah.
Because like, if you think about it, like you have a set amount of time, so it's not like you have to worry about like getting out of the conversation. It's the conversation will end itself naturally.
Right.
So like that's a perfect time to go talk to them, have a short conversation, and then get where you need to go. So I think a
plan
checklist,
around it?
like a checklist, could be like, go do this, go talk to this person, go get on the bus.
So you thinking more of a mental checklist? Does he have like a written checklist?
If you have a written checklist that says go talk to the fat ass
Right.
girl, like
go talk to Jessica Stat. Take shit.
no,
He's like, sorry, Jessica, I gotta go.
he's talking to Jessica, and the tip pops up and says, "Take shit."
I like to think it's broken, like it keeps coming back on the screen. I have
Dad, no, I'm trying to bust a nut in this girl.
I had a mental checklist. I didn't have like a written thing.
No, I think a mental if it's a mental checklist.
If you stop
that's
by
not-
your locker and you have a checklist of what you're supposed to do.
I would like to motion to bust.
Okay.
I don't. I
Okay, well,
Joey,
Hold on,
Alright,
let me
wait,
explain.
no,
Let me
shut
explain.
up.
Shut up. Let me explain.
No, here's the thing.
Get it quick.
we're on the same wavelength
Right, where
here.
it's like
I think we need to affirm it.
Joe,
Oh no.
he's not worth my time. You are. Read the tip again.
Oh, fuck. Have a dismissal checklist.
I agree. If it's a mental checklist,
Right.
then we should affirm the tip. does it explicitly state that it is a mental checklist?
But does it...
Who is giving the fucking tip, Bobby? It's Ned. It's Ned's giving the fucking tip. We all know that if he's giving that tip, the checklist is written down.
So as much as I want to affirm it, because I do believe it's that, I'm going to bust it. Because...
What?
So, because... Not because of that shit, but because... Well, actually, because of what you said. He didn't explicitly say. So you remember the pit stop one where you could be like, go to the bathroom or go to the locker, right?
Yeah.
If you went to the locker, it
We would
kind of
affirm it, yeah.
It would kind of made sense.
But he's unclear.
But if he's taking a shit, then
Mom job, we banished. Because we had no clue what the fuck it meant.
No. Listen, like, it makes more... The reason we said pit stop, it makes more sense to think that he's going to the bathroom than a pit stop at your locker. You would never say, I'm making a pit stop at my locker. However, to say that you have a checklist, it makes much more sense to like have a mental checklist than a physical...
Unless you're in middle school.
No. I wasn't that organized in middle school to have a physical... That's actually like a pretty good organizational tool. Not for this situation. Not for this situation.
That was Jessica. All right, man. I really don't know. I need to see the film. I need to see the playback.
So let me ask, and this will help you and I out.
Okay.
Judge it based off of what you believe it is, and if you are truly believe that it is one thing, then go with that. But if you are unsure, then bust the tip.
Bob, I find it hard to believe he doesn't mean a written list. Because I can imagine him opening the locker and seeing like the list.
But you keep in mind, we've talked about him before. He is very unorganized. That's a very organized.
But that is also an attempt to be organizational because that's what I would do. I would make written checklists of shit to do to make myself seem organizational, and then I would trash the checklist because I would lose it.
I would get 2 checks in and then trash it.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
Exactly. So you wouldn't take the time to do it. I don't think Ned would either. Ned's a fuck. I don't think he's a complete moron.
We did take the time to do it. We just tossed it after 2 checks.
Okay.
It's Ned we're talking about.
Think about it. Okay, think back to middle school. Because everyone does it. They have even if you don't think about it, it's go to locker, go to...
Right.
In your head, you have it. You have a list of things you have to accomplish.
This is true.
In any situation.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a first time on Tip Busters.
Oh no.
I'm gonna affirm the tip.
Yes!
I swear to God, I'm breaking the rule. I'm watching this thing. I'm watching this one. If he has a written thing, then I am not only busting the tip, I'm banishing this tip. Is that fair?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
But for now, it's affirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tip affirmed!
But as soon as I see his
list that says take shit and talk to fat ass Jessica,
I'm banishing the tip.
All right. Well, folks, that does it for
2-1
dismissal.
guys.
That does it for dismissal. Do we want to find a tip tally?
It's 2-1.
Yeah.
Good guys.
Good guys are winning.
All right, so now into school plays.
Yeah.
So tip 995, to take center stage, be an actor.
That's not.
I think that's saying like the actors are the center of the operation. So like if you're someone who wants to take.
So if you want to be on the stage, be an actor.
Right. Like if you want to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
That's not true. You could be a basketball player. Or a football player.
Wait.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm assuming the stage
is
is theoretical, because if it were an actual physical stage, then that's the dumbest fucking tip I've ever heard in my life. Because obviously you need to be an actor to be at the center of that stage. I'm assuming it's a theoretical stage, in which case, why would we promote the idea that there's only one way to be at the center of a theoretical stage when there's multiple routes you go to achieve popularity? Bust the fucking tip, Bob.
Hold on.
I'm not losing again.
To be...
He's clearly biased.
To take center stage, be an actor.
To take center stage.
That has to be theoretical.
I don't think so, because
I think he means... Because if it was like...
Because you could be like a stagehand.
Yeah, you could be a stagehand or like make me a prop artist.
Yeah.
Then that's the dumbest fucking tip I've ever heard, and I want to banish it.
But you said it yourself. If it's right but it's dumb, we don't banish it.
So
that's not true. We've banished.
Bob, what does he say again? One more time.
To take center stage, be an actor.
Is there any sport that has something called the center stage?
No.
No.
then it means acting.
Exactly.
It could be theoretical.
I don't think so.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
It is a
obviously.
really dumb
It's
tip.
a really dumb tip.
It's on the same
Affirm
level.
it, fuck it, but like it's a really dumb
It's
tip.
on the same level as breathe, but
It's really dumb.
Do you like to draw? Maybe try drawing. Okay, yeah, affirm the tip.
all right, let's
yeah.
affirm it.
Tip affirmed!
I'm not happy about that.
I'm not happy about that.
You're
either.
not gonna like this one, Ed.
Okay, you busted
get
immediately.
tested, yeah.
It's getting busted.
Tip 1021. Like acting, the play is where to start.
I'm busting the
Yeah, bust
tip.
that,
Bust it.
Tip busted!
We'll
All
just
right.
move on from that one.
Tip 414.
It was a kind of okay tip.
It was a unanimous bust, Joe. Let's move on.
All right. Tip 414. Don't act, work behind the scenes. I think that's fair.
That's okay.
I'm gonna vote for bust because it is completely hypocritical of his first tip today.
What was his first tip today?
The center stage one that we affirmed.
Oh.
That's so hypocritical.
No,
Well,
but it's
no,
saying
it's
if
saying
you if you don't want to be on center stage.
Yeah, if you don't want to be on center stage.
Again, that is so fucking obvious and really annoying.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you want to be in theater but you don't want to act? Well, here's the laundry list of things you can do. Be a stagehand.
If we...
That's it.
That's one person. You said a very
So
long
if-
laundry list.
So if like a year from now we finish Tip Busters and people are looking through our tips, we can't just have the obvious ones all like busted. We can't have breathing busted. So I'm gonna affirm it.
I would say affirm it.
As dumb as it is, as really dumb and obvious as it is.
You guys have both said anything, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna tarnish my reputation for that dumb fucking tip.
Tip affirmed!
Can we? Okay. So we're halfway through, but can we just talk about the fact that these tips have gotten lazier and lazier the further? Okay, is it
Almost like the show.
Is it like? I have a
Cut off
question.
all and burn all bridges.
One of two things is happening. Either
Okay.
the show's getting lazier and lazier, or we're getting more and more burnt out on Ned's Declassified School Survival
We're
Guide.
just becoming more nihilistic about it. I think
I'm not taking these tips for what they are anymore. I'm actually looking at them like,
so. Any obvious one that's not spelled out clearly, but we were like, okay, it must mean this, and you're like, but it could mean this, and because of that,
yeah.
it's busted.
Like, you can use context clues to assume, but if it's not explicitly stated, then why the fuck? That's what I'm doing with these tips now.
I'm kind of on that boat as well, where if like a good tip would be spelled out clearly.
Yeah.
And, like,
Would not be open to interpretation. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what a good tip
okay,
would be.
from now on, if it's open to interpretation, I'm just banishing it. Not banishing it, busting it. Yeah.
Can I make a movement before we?
Yeah, go right ahead.
thinking?
That's what we're
We
about here.
changed the show we're reviewing.
So
We will now be reviewing The Little Mermaid.
can we review Corey in the House?
I mean, yeah.
That wasn't the movement I was going to make. But while you guys were talking about how horrible this show is,
Okay.
so there's 54 episodes.
Yeah.
Each episode's roughly 20 minutes long, right?
Oh God, yeah.
So I did the math.
Yeah.
It'll be more or less 18 hours to watch every single episode.
Okay.
Listen. What are the odds when we're done with this, we film ourselves watching every single episode back to back to back to back?
So is this in consideration that each episode is 2 parts? Where,
There's
like,
54 episodes, like...
so like pairs of episodes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
18 hours. And we review all of it.
Well, we are reviewing all of it.
No, but like, we're reviewing it without not actually watching it.
Well, I'm gonna watch the checklist one for sure.
And we could like live stream it.
Well, if we can get away with that, then yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
No,
I would
not
do it
a
again.
episode, 54 episodes.
There's no way we can do 18 hours worth of that.
That.
All right. Is that a 2/3 vote I hear?
Sure.
All right, affirm it. Let's go, baby.
Sure.
All right, so, folks.
You got fucked over on a shirt.
Oh my God. Okay, fine.
All right, folks. You heard it here first.
We're gonna
You got
review the film, and by the film I mean 18 hours worth of Ned's Declassified.
So, look forward to that in the coming future. All right, so we're halfway through. Do we want to go talk about our favorite company, Anchor?
For the love of God.
Absolutely.
I
Let's
can't wait
go
to
pay
live.
some bills.
I can't wait to live record this commercial that's about to play. We'll be right back.
You know how Jake brought up that big anchor in episode 1?
Oh yeah, with the mom job segment.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew about any other anchors.
Actually, I do. So, have you ever wanted to start a podcast?
I have, actually.
Well, then Anchor is absolutely the app for you. They do incredible things like allow you to record and edit on their app. You can actually get it put on several different platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music.
Wow, it sounds like you get to manage your podcast from one spot.
Anchor just really does everything for you. So
Wow.
all you have to focus on is the podcast itself.
You know what? That is a really good anchor.
Man, just recording that every week just really makes me so happy.
Yeah. I mean,
I love Anchor.
I like my bills getting paid.
I love my pants falling down from having so many wads of cash in my pockets. Tip 411. Lighting and effects make the show look good and sound
I
alive.
fucking hate him.
Dude,
I hate
that's
him.
that's the worst
I
tip I've
hate him
ever heard.
so much. I really hate that.
Okay, here's the thing.
It doesn't sound like a tip. It sounds like a bullet point on like a pamphlet of Disney World.
Yeah.
What I will say from like the little performing arts experience that I have, being known as like speech,
Right.
like the equivalent of like lighting and effects in speech is like, because there's no props or anything and you're just in like a classroom or you're on a stage or something
Yeah.
like that. The equivalent to that, I guess I would probably say, is like how you dress yourself, because we wear suits.
Yeah.
And so like having a nice suit, like they always said if you and someone else are tied, like that's when like aesthetic will take into, like the judge will base it on, okay, who looks the part the best.
That's weird.
However, like just because like you look like clean cut, you seem professional. Like professionalism is something we were
Okay.
created on. But what I will say is if you are outright better, you're going to do better. So if you like, lighting and effects are important, don't get me wrong, but if the show is good, it will be good like regardless, in my opinion. Like if you have good actors, it's a good story, good music, I think plays a big part in it, don't get me wrong. But like the lighting and effects, I don't think a bad show with good lighting and effects doesn't make it a good show, if that makes sense.
I've definitely seen bad shows with good lighting and effects, yeah.
I wanted to disagree, but I think he's right.
Exactly, bust the tip.
I can't believe it.
Did I just make a good point on Tip Busters?
I mean, like,
Yeah, you did.
I appreciate all forms of like art, and I think they all contribute. But if you walked into like the park and saw a good play, and it didn't have any lighting or effects,
Exactly.
yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of festivals where they run live plays,
Right.
and they're fun.
Can you repeat the
they're
tip?
Lighting and effects make the show look good and sound alive.
But you can sound alive without lighting and effects.
Okay.
Like, sound alive makes me think, like, that's what makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it's dead without it.
Like, yeah, it makes it look good. Like, don't get me wrong.
yeah, like that
but
makes sense. But it's not
It's
dead
the
without those
sound
things.
alive, like...
So bust the tip.
Tip busted!
What's the tip? Tip 904, wardrobe/costume, and then in parentheses, to wear or not to wear.
Excuse me?
What?
Can you repeat that for me?
So wardrobe and costumes, to wear or not to wear.
I'm banishing this
Yeah,
tip.
That's not even a tip.
That's not even a complete sentence.
I'm banishing this one, fellas. I don't know about you.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, that's not a full sentence.
That's not a tip.
That's like actually not a sentence.
Can you repeat it one more time? One more time.
Tip 904,
Yeah.
wardrobe/costume, to wear or not to wear.
Is there like a bullet pointed
hold on.
list after
I like
it?
to think.
Or is it like...
I like to think he's like.
Is it a gateway thing?
Like, if you don't wear a costume, aren't you going out on stage naked?
Yeah.
Or in a t-shirt and jeans.
I mean, like, there's a set costume. Someone makes that specifically for the play. You have to wear it, right?
It's not your choice.
What does that mean?
If you're in the play, you wear the fucking costume.
Yeah.
It's
You're
like
not
going
going-
out there and all of a sudden not reading your lines.
You're not going out in your Bengals jersey. What the fuck's he thinking?
Yeah.
Does he mean, like, make good costumes?
I
I'm
have
not
no
gonna say
fucking
anything. I'm not
idea.
saying
Yeah,
anything. I'm
banishing
banishing the tip.
All right, I guess we're banishing it. Fuck you, Ned.
Tip busted!
All right. If you want to make everything go smoothly, be the stage manager.
That is,
I don't know.
there is no promise that it will go through smoothly.
Okay, I want to
If
stop.
any of us were the stage manager for any play ever, would it go through smoothly?
I want to stop this episode. I want to cut to real life. Is he like losing it? Did Ned shit the bed on this one?
Ned, are you okay? Maybe. Okay, this is. When did we do dodgeball? 2 weeks ago?
Like he gave like okay
Right.
tips in dodgeball.
No,
I
I think here's what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys. They're playing dodgeball. Ned was taking balls to the dome piece. Ned, 2 weeks later, is looking like Rocky Balboa after he fought the Russian, and now he has CTE.
It's Rocky 5. I'm seriously worried.
He's
If
lo-
every other episode after this is like this one, I don't think we'll have a show.
Yeah, there would be no point in continuing the show if
No, there's a
every tip
point.
is like that.
There's a point. There's a point.
The only
Bob,
look,
even
just
just
because-
dismissal was
listen,
kind of bad.
Just because Ned has CTE doesn't mean we're not committed to
It
him.
took you your like damnness to convince me on one tip in dismissal. We are just going through the play one like we don't care.
Hey, Ned, if you're listening to this, are you okay?
Write better tips. Put down the book if it's getting too hard.
I feel like there are like actual tips that you could be writing down, and this is
one
what you came up with.
especially. I feel like you could write so many tips on being a good actor or like show
Or
like,
even being a good
showrunner,
stage manager.
stagehand.
But don't say, hey, if
Be
you,
a
if,
stage
if you- yeah, if you're like, hey, do you want everything to run smoothly? Be the stage manager.
It's like-
All your problems are solved if you hold this title.
Well, but you're like, well, aren't there other positions in a play that I can like make sure everything goes well? No. It is just this one job.
Yeah, just the stage manager. If you're not the stage manager, the play will be shit.
Banishing.
So shit. Dude, this episode is so shit.
Okay, so real talk. Do you think Ned? So we're getting like into the meat of the like series at this point.
Well, yeah.
Do you think, similar to the position we're probably in right now,
That's
Ned got
burnt.
Ned got halfway through and was like, I can't do this anymore.
He was getting paid.
He filled up half of his little journal and he went, "Oh my god, I can't keep making tips."
He goes-
be a stage manager.
He goes to the to the director of Ned's Declassified. He's like, you said 54 episodes.
Yeah. I like to think like Cookie's like, "Hey Ned, man, I'm really in trouble this week. Can you really help me?" He goes, "Oh."
He's like-
he's like,
He looks
do you
like-
acting. Be an actor.
He looks like what's his face from A Beautiful Mind with all the like arrows and like string drawn everywhere, and he's like shaking. He's like, the mom job.
Cookie's like, "I'm trying to like just get through my math class. Do you have any tips on math classes?" And he's like, "Do you like acting? Do you like being a stage manager? Please be a stage manager. I
I'm
need
getting
this."
really fucking sick of Ned, dude.
All right, I'm banishing whatever
I
tip
hated.
we're on.
Okay, I hated him at the beginning. On straight up, I already didn't like him. Right? And he just proved himself to be a shitter, and it's really, really annoying
I
because
felt,
these tips are getting so dumb.
so I kind of hated Ned. I don't hate him. I'm feeling worse for him. I felt bad.
I
I'm
don't.
feeling worse.
I don't.
It is watching a beautiful mind crumble. Bob, what was the tip again?
Want to make everything go smoothly? be a stage manager.
Busted. I don't care anymore.
No, busted.
Yeah, sure.
Solely on the fact that if you are the stage manager, it does not mean that everything is going to go smoothly.
Not only that, if you like things to go smoothly, do something. You can do anything else in the play.
Yeah.
Tip busted.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest.
You could be the director. You could be like what?
I'm reading through these tips, and I really don't know if we can do this.
They can't be worse, Bob. Come on.
Tip 300. If you want to put everything in the right place, be a stagehand. He is cashing in right now. Okay, real talk. Devin Werkheiser at this point in the show is probably worth upwards of probably, I don't know, $400 billion probably. He is cashing in, boys, to give tips like this.
It's garbage. Devin, I don't blame you. Like, I know that it wasn't you. These trash-ass writers. I get it. I'm not blaming you. When I say I hate Ned, I don't hate you.
Yeah. I don't... I'm going to go ahead and make the executive decision to bust the rest of the tips if they're all like that.
Can we bust this one and then move on?
Yeah, bust this one and move on.
Tip busted.
Tip 202. Ask or audition to work lights or background announcer. Ned, what the fuck are you doing?
Why would you want to be either?
Is he having a stroke in this episode?
Can you repeat that one more time?
202, go live in a garbage can. Because that's essentially the same thing.
It's not advice, is it?
No, I don't think this is advice.
It's not.
It's saying
ask permission.
It's also supposed to be advice to, like, the general human being.
How do you audition to be stagehands? Is it like Destination Imagination where you sit in a room and you have 30 minutes to build, I don't know, a pyramid? This is bad.
Okay.
This is really fucking stupid.
Guys, Joey here. Usually it's pretty bad. Like, usually we try to, like, exaggerate it. This is terrible.
Do we just want to read more lyrics to more songs?
Bobby, can we bust this tip, go to the next one? Is the next one the last one?
The next one is the last one, so let's bust this one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What's the
We'll
last
bust it.
Tip busted.
Tip 111. Get in a group and come up with ideas of what you should be or do. The gloves are coming off, folks. Hey.
Took off your bow tie.
Look, okay. So, hey guys, it's me, your headbuster.
How long is this episode?
I don't know. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, your headbuster. In case you didn't know, I'm the one who pitched the idea to these other two busters about starting a podcast dedicated to analyzing the legitimacy and practicality of the tips provided in SD Classified School Survival Guide. Mm-hmm. I'd like to apologize on behalf of me, my family, your ears, God himself. I didn't realize that it got this bad. I mean, I like to think this is a fluke episode.
I'd like to apologize as well for helping Bobby.
I'll give it 3 episodes, right? So here's what we'll do. After this one releases, this will be strike 1. And then we strike 2. Then we strike 2 and strike 3.
Can this be a warning episode?
Yeah, this is okay.
This
fine.
is a yellow card.
Yeah, this is okay. Fine.
Yellow card.
So if we get 3 strikes, we're doing a D&D episode. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes, please.
I was just gonna show up to every recording naked.
No,
show up to the D&D episode naked.
Okay, I will.
All
you
right.
guys think I'm joking, but I absolutely will.
Oh, for sure.
Please.
I'll wear a Cat in the Hat suit.
Yeah.
We'll take a picture, and it'll be like me, like butt ass naked, and
Can we at least
Bobby
get
in
you
a Cat in
maybe
the
like a
Hat onesie.
robe for in between like the sessions?
I have a robe. It's red and fluffy.
You'll wear a robe, but you have to sit with your legs open the entire time.
That's fine.
Well,
Right.
Bob's gonna be Cat in the Hat. You're gonna be naked. I'll be dressed in street clothes.
That's
We'll
fine.
take the picture.
That's fine.
No, I got it. We'll do a live stream LARPing bit.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, that made my chest do things.
I'm a nurse. I'll save you. Okay. That's all. I don't want to piece this episode together.
Yeah, let's just fucking...
Wait, did we even bust the last tip?
I think it was self-explanatory.
Yeah, bust it.
Tip busted!
Most of the time, that's not even up to you.
It's not. It's like, especially in middle school, it's like, oh, you want to do this thing? Well, I'm going to sign it for you.
All right, I don't want to piece this together.
I
He's literally just going around and saying, "You'd be good at this. You'd be good at this,"
without actually knowing anyone.
Yeah, I like the idea of him having a checklist to talk to fat ass Jessica and
Take a shit.
take a shit better than.
He does that every day.
We affirmed him making a checklist to talk to
You-
Jessica.
You
fought
affirmed
for
him.
No,
you two affirmed that.
He
Like,
fought
duly
for
noted.
it. And, okay, so he fought for him. I'm like, whatever. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. As soon as I see that it's a written checklist, he's banished. I'm banishing that tip. That means
And
that
that's a
whole,
strike one.
that means that whole episode is busted. Have we ever done that before?
That is the only affirmed tip we have.
That is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The first play tip.
What was the
No.
it was-
Center stage, yeah.
Oh,
We affirmed
yeah,
that one.
that one, and then don't act, work behind the scenes.
That's the tip?
Yeah, see, we're
Is
looking
everything
back on
sounding,
it.
no, wait.
Excuse me. Is everything sounding a little dumber after we went through the fucking episode?
Wait, no.
What's
It was
the tip again?
don't act, work behind the scenes. Like, don't act, work behind the scenes.
Shoot.
That's an okay one. That is
Fine.
but that's
bare minimum. It's
that is the peak.
He's in middle school? Like, he's in middle school, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Bob, what if we just like? Can you look through the next week's episodes?
No, we gotta take them as they come.
I refuse to listen. I like having a genuine reaction to whatever we're gonna do.
Fine.
All right, folks. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This episode was shit, but it's not our fault. We tried our best. What we have to do is it's like we're throwing each other an egg, but the egg's already cracked, and we have to stop it from cracking.
And it has Cookie's face on it.
Okay.
You can just draw someone's face on an egg.
Yeah, but what color egg is it, Joe?
It didn't have to be that color egg.
All right, yeah. So, folks, we're really sorry if you listened to this episode, but hopefully you enjoyed our speeches at the beginning, which happened to be the peak of the episode, which I did not expect to happen.
This is probably
we
the weirdest
were
episode
told
we've recorded.
we were told to have a speech prepared
Yeah.
for today's episode.
Mhm.
Right? We didn't really know why. I think we all assumed it was for a cold open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You were the only
Well,
one that
I,
knew why.
I
Yeah.
did, in fact, come
Yeah,
up with it.
Yeah, you were the only one that knew. But, like, that was the peak of the episode. I think everyone gave really
This
good
is
speeches.
the weirdest. I'm not gonna say the worst episode. We've definitely.
Hey, guys, we should put on our own play.
No, we shouldn't.
Yeah, you know what? I have an idea for a
I
play.
can't believe it.
All right.
We'll call it Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, and I'll play Ned, and I'll rewrite all the tips from this shitty-ass episode.
We give out every single tip within the span of the play. There's no way we can do that. Have you seen the Animaniacs? Yakko's song about all the countries, and he just lists off every country on planet Earth. We'll do that for tips. You just list off every tip in
Hold
one
on.
song.
Okay. All right. So I have an idea.
Okay.
So we've had competitions going on throughout right? Can we keep a tally on the like who does the best, who does the worst?
Like a superlative?
Like in the
there's a
cold
score
open?
like in no like the Carlitos thing, this thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
let's keep
You're already keeping the score.
let's keep a score like first is worth 3 points,
Oh.
second's worth 2,
Okay.
third's worth 1. Can we have a punishment for whoever gets last? Because I have one in mind that I really like.
Let's hear it,
You
Bob.
remember when I said this isn't the worst episode? I take that back.
Bob, the only thing that's going to resurrect this episode is if you tell the punishment right now on air.
Can the punishment be that all three of us have to go to an open mic stand-up comedy thing, but the loser has to go up and stay on stage giving their comedy until they either get booed off stage or like someone comes up and like physically takes them off stage.
Wait, you mean just like whoever like loses goes on stage and gives comedy or reads tips?
Oh, either.
Oh no.
I'm not confrontational. I'm not confrontational. That's the wrong word, but I don't do public
Definitely.
speaking, dude. That's like not my thing.
Please.
Definitely not okay with
And
that.
I'm not okay with that one.
Please. Okay, folks, if you want this to happen, tweet at us, please, because I think this would be genius.
You guys, like, the listeners are the only people that's ever going to convince me of that, so.
I can't believe this.
Because I can look Bob in the eyes and tell him no.
Yeah, but you can't look the fans of
I
Tipbusters
can't look the
in
fans of
eyes.
Tipbusters in the eyes and tell
I
them no.
can. We could have a million fans saying do it. I'd be like, no.
Well,
Guys,
Joe,
I
come
will
with some
start-
heat.
I will start voting for both of you to win these things because I would love for that to happen.
This is just gonna end up Bobby wins and then Bobby just goes on stage.
We drive separately, though.
That's fine.
Because I don't want to be associated with you after you get booed off stage.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Where do you want to do this? Where's there an open mic?
There's open mic nights everywhere. I
Whatever.
love it.
Whatever. I don't
Yes,
care.
let's go!
I don't fucking care anymore.
All right, folks. Video to come. So
It's the
just
worst
know that
episode
your
Tipbusters ever made.
know from now on your vote matters.
Oh god.
And vote for me, the Boy Buster, please, if you, like, want my sanity. Now, there's no reason why you shouldn't vote for me on this episode.
No, yeah.
Like, truth, I should get 100% of the vote.
Honestly,
This isn't-
Joey and I are just battling it out for second place
Yeah.
at this point.
Man, you really just took this episode.
Well, Bobby said come with a speech, and I was like, how can I make this funny as shit? So,
I was expecting it to be like motivational. I guess it wasn't.
no one did motivational. Unless you're kind of weird about the
I
Big
said
Bird.
specifically a famous historical speech. Oh fuck. Okay, well this episode's kind of dragging, so let's
Can we end the episode?
yeah.
please?
So everybody, thank you so much for listening. As always, we really appreciate you. Taking time out of your day to listen to us rant.
Man, I'm so
basically.
sorry about that.
Yeah. Hopefully you're doing something productive while listening to this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Go follow us on Twitter at TBBoysOfficial. Keep Headgate 2019. Get the hashtag rolling. Some people have been tweeting it, and I've been seeing it. It's been cool.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this episode, go tweet it. It doesn't have to have any context. Just hashtag Headgate 2019. Excuse me.
2018, holy fuck.
Stop Coney 2012.
If you want to talk to us or have suggestions on tips or like cold opens, join the tip jar.
Yeah, join the tip jar.
You can message us. We'll
After this episode, I think most of the cold opens are like tips. We'll have like a tip of the week from a.
Yeah, that's actually
okay.
something I wanted to bring up. If you're in the tip jar, you can submit our fan tip of the week as a segment we want to start.
Yeah.
So
It does not have to correlate to the episode at all.
No,
It can just be a tip about life or whatever. And
Yeah.
any advice you've ever gotten or
Hey.
that you've thought about giving someone. It can be good, bad, we'll bust
serious,
it.
funny.
If it's
whatever
better
we
than
need.
just take a shit after school, then yeah.
Yeah, you-
can
trust
send us
me.
on the show.
It'll be a pleasant. Maybe we'll actually get some good advice.
Right.
Go check out our website, tipbusters.weebly.com. You can keep up with Jake's tip of the week. You can keep up with the tip tally, Headgate 2019,
Yeah.
all that fun stuff. Follow us on Instagram at Tipbusters. Like our Facebook page, Tipbusters Podcast.
Mhm.
Charity event coming up. More details to come. I know we've been saying that for a while, but
Wait a minute.
we really want to iron everything out before we kind of. Does anybody have anything else?
I'm literally burnt on this episode.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's it.
then without further ado, I'm gonna give it over to the Boy Buster. Here's Jake's tip of the week.
Hey everyone. If you have any questions about the correlation between the next thing I'm gonna say, join the tip jar and ask me personally, because I'm not gonna explain it. But if you see someone eating caramel, and yes, it's caramel, apples, with nuts on them, stab them in the neck with a silver stake, because they aren't human.
Well, there you have it. Good tip.
Thanks.
Well, that's it. I'm Bobby.
Joey.
Jake.
That's all she wrote, folks.
Bitch.